Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, welcome back to the Baseball Head 2. I hope you like this video and hit that subscribe button. So we're going to talk about this video. Probably the next big superstar we're going to see in Major League Baseball, and this is a player named Konnor Griffin. I don't know anything about him, to be honest with you. We're going to talk about him here, and people are just very excited about him, and he plays for the Pirates. The Pirates are going to be a much better team this year because the pitching is still going to be good. But they're going to have some offensive punch a little bit with some of the guys they brought in. We'll get into it. But here's from ESPN. They did a story on Konnor Griffin. Meet Pirates, Konnor Griffin, MLB's next teenage superstar. So he's 19 years old. He's already had a home run in spring training. It's from Jeff Passan. First time Konnor Griffin visited Maven Baseball Lab in Atlanta, he did something no one there had ever seen. Since opening in 2022, Maven has assessed thousands of baseball players with force plates that use sensors to measure the amount of energy being transferred into the ground during a swing. Griffin was the top-ranked 16-year-old in the country. A 6'4", 200-pound specimen, the plate was no match for him. Though the plate was anchored into a portable frame that had withstood swings from perennial Major League All-Stars and MVP-caliber players, the force Griffin was creating jarred loose, cajoling it out of place. Once the awe of onlookers subsided, they scrambled to place 45-pound weights on each side of the plate, hoping that it will suffice in keeping Griffin from wrecking the setup. It did, though those at Maven learned that day when others in the world of Major League Baseball have in the years since. It's damn near impossible to keep Konnor Griffin in anything he touches down. You're looking at a Ferrari, said Tyler Krieger, the co-owner of Maven and a former Cleveland minor leaguer. You're not looking at a little Fiat. This spring, the Pirates are endeavoring to figure out whether they're ready to take their F40 for a spin. Now 19 years old and the number one prospect in the game after a tour de force 2025 in which he dominated 3 levels and was the consensus minor league player of the year, Griffin entered camp with an opportunity to win Pittsburgh's everyday shortstop job. Regardless of whether he secures an opening day spot, Griffin will debut at some point this season and join Paul Skenes as the best pair of young players on any team in baseball. That's huge. I mean, if he's going to be a shortstop, they could get really good really fast. And until the Pirates make that decision, the eyes of the baseball world will be trained on Bradenton. Griffin represents more than a glimmer of hope for a woe-begone organization. He's the dream of any franchise, top-of-the-scale power and speed with a nifty glove and a shotgun blast arm. The kind of work ethic that will make any slacker in the orbit feel like a lout. And to be so polite and accommodating that the words yes and sir might all as well be surgically attached to one another. Now, 2 years after missing out on earning a first-round draft pick, because they kept Skenes in the minor leagues to start the season after he won the National League Rookie of the Year. They would have been awarded the pick, though, through the Prospect Promotion Center program. The Pirates face a similar conundrum with Griffin. It's not exactly apples to apples. Skenes spent 3 years in college and was 2 weeks shy of his 22nd birthday when he arrived in May of 24. Griffin would be the first teenage hitter to debut on opening day since Ken Griffey Jr. in 1989. Wow. The Pirates are nonetheless entertaining the possibility because they have postseason aspirations, sure, but more because Griffin is forcing them to. Inviting him to Major League Camp last spring just 7 months after selecting him in the MLB draft in 2024, then watching him smash an opposite field home run in his first Grapefruit League game, intimated the Pirates were open to fast-tracking him, but to suggest anyone foresaw what followed a 333, 415, 527 line with 21 home runs, 65 stolen bases, and sterling shortstop defense across single A, high A, and double A would be wrong. This, as those at Maven will test, is something different. So if he were to go to the minor leagues, it'd be triple A. What it breeds is an all-time of a cost-benefit analysis. Griffin could immediately be a star and could struggle with the truth that baseball excellence is far from linear. He possesses immense and magnificent tools and has under 100 plate appearances above single A. He could help Pittsburgh this year, and if next season is lost due to a work stoppage, and as part of an eventual deal, the time to free agency is reduced from 6 years of service. His tenure as a Pirate to even short-lived. There are no clear answers, not this early in the spring, not even after Griffin's 2-homer barrage Tuesday against the Red Sox. Time is the ultimate judge. With opening day a month away, Griffin has a finite amount in which to convince the Pirates that the benefit outweighs the cost. Boy, I fully trust what the front office and the coaches and everybody have done, how they're going about it. They've done a great job so far allowing me to be free in the minor leagues and be able to move and continue to face challenges. But this spring, I'm really trying not to think about it too much. There's a lot of noise. I'm just trying to treat it like I did last spring. In late 2022, Paul Skenes met Konnor Griffin for the first time after transferring from the Air Force Academy to LSU. Skenes was a few months from turning in one of the best seasons in college baseball history, capped by a College World Series win and being taken with the number 1 selection in the amateur draft. Griffin already had reclassified to graduate high school year early, was LSU's top recruiting target. This kid the coaching staff knew would likely get poached in the draft before he set foot on campus. Still, the cachet, having played with Griffin's talent, even committed, made the juice worth the squeeze. 2 other recruits accompanied Griffin in Baton Rouge that day, and when they saw Skenes, they went full fanboy, asked for photos. Griffin did not. I had so much respect for that. He had the presence. It's a feel thing. Such a small world, he probably knew at some point he would see me again. It's interesting. From Skenes, goes to church every Sunday, doesn't cuss, doesn't do any of that stuff. I'm married at 19. It's not common, but nothing about him is common. Everything screams uncommon. If you want to be uncommon, you want to do uncommon things. It starts with thinking uncommon and does that. Paul Skenes is an uncommon guy, too. Paul Skenes is a guy, just as an aside, has said that when his career is over, he's going back into the Air Force to serve his country. So he has dreams too, beyond that. But Konnor Griffin is going to be, boy, just reading this is very exciting. And he's a shortstop, the next great shortstop. Right-handed hitter with big power, can hit, can run, can field, 5'2" player. Boy, the sky's the limit. And this will really put the Pirates back on the map in a big way, to have this guy as an everyday player and have the pitcher of Paul Skenes. And with the work stoppage, there's no reason not to call him up. There's no reason not to have him with the team when they come out of, when they leave spring training this year. There's no reason not to have him with the Pirates. No reason not. Well, you let me know what you think about this video. And of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Head 2, and I'll see you later.